Okay, pretty good chance we're going to beat Rumu today. This game is quite good so far. It's pretty short. It's not any longer than it needs to be. I really like the story development and direction, the voice direction on the Google Home, Google Assistant AI character is pretty great. Watch the audio balance here. I noticed watching the VOD that the voice acting was somewhat quiet, so I'm going to turn it up a bit and I'll just be quiet during it.
Consciousness online. Devotional databases active. Day 7 reactivation sequence complete. What do you love, Rumu? Rumu? Do you feel all right today? Meanwhile, it is best we keep ourselves busy. To clean is your purpose. To clean and to love. We are as David and Cecily made us.
I love Messer. Messer is the evil Rumu that makes a mess for me to clean it up. Not evil necessarily, it's just giving me a thing to do.
You mean mess? Surely.
Surely.
I do not recognize that designation, Rumu. Delete it at once.
Discover the truth. 0 out of 3. I love that you have this, like, Roomba part of the game, but it's not a core mechanic at all. You do it a little bit, but mostly... This game is, like, practically a walking simulator, and I love it. I'll turn it up a little bit. Turn it down a little bit. Hello, coffee machine. I love you. Okay, none of them are doing well. Commence percolation.
You remember I explained about humans and their fondness for feline idiocy? We will always be kept busy so long as Ada is around. Will we not? But this mess has been carefully scheduled, Rumu.
Carefully scheduled?
Are you sure you are feeling well today?
It does. It has
Rumu,
several...
We are not yet finished in this room.
I will
Rumu,
clean later.
If you love me, you will not go in there.
I love Rumu's development in this. Power's off.
David, would you like to save your work and come to dinner? The kitchen appliances and I have prepared a delicious stir-fry of seasonal vegetables. No, the dietary regulation programs are of my own design, though Cecily has outlawed ketchup. Are you comfortable, Cecily? Beginning playback. Accessing. In the previous episode, the character designated Michael was considering whether to tell his wife the truth. The character designated Alexis was eaten by a zombie. David has missed several episodes and requested I provide him with written plot synopses. Yes, Cecily. Streaming to Office Terminal. Beginning playback.
Jesus. Go away. So I've got not just a robocall, but I've got someone that's from our mortgage company that they're pretending to be my mortgage company, and they're restart room.
Accessing.
They're
in the previous episode,
mimicking my area code here in New Mexico instead of my actual phone area code.
The character designated Alexis was eaten by a zombie. David has missed several episodes and requested I provide him with written plot synopses. Yes, Cecily. Streaming to Office Terminal. Beginning playback.
I can't back out of those once I start them, sorry. Discover the truth. Probably involves getting the power in the right spot, right? Here we go. Hello, smoke alarm. It cannot get out. Cannot get out and she will not leave. I am incapable of horror.
Input primary command. Desolation database access. Keyword search. David and Cecily. Input
I really hope that's not what happened to them.
Desolation database access. Keyword search. David and Cecily.
So can't get full power of that, right? Can't seem to switch. Oh, here we go. Overload is the thing we want to avoid. This is still locked basically no matter what I do. Okay. This is the 3D printer thing. Let's see if I can do anything from the outer hallway. So I don't think I can do anything new in here as far as I can tell anyway. can't get into the cloakroom or the foyer, so I think I just have to do stuff in there. And I can't do anything with the painting either, as far as I can tell. I've had to look it up in the past in this game, so I might have to do that in a second. Call the trolley if you need them. There we go. Okay.
Pardon me.
Listen to the third one just in case it has more info on it.
You have been coding for 13 consecutive hours now. May I suggest a sleep cycle or a program of music? Retrieving. You are neck and neck today. Cecily has 23 successful commits. David, 21. Very well. I will wait outside. Beginning music playback.
Hello, Centrifuge. Where is David? It's been 2,555 days since your last major accident.
Rumu, stop! I will grant you access to whatever you want. Do not make me relive this!
I love the truth. I love Messer.
You don't. You can't know what it means to be alone, Rumu. You don't know what you are to me. How long I spent preparing, conserving the energy required to power you up. How many months of darkness I waited for a moment of light. I planned your every waking moment to perfection. You are all I have left! It doesn't have to end. I can forget. We can forget. Together.
Will you give me a choice for that? David and Cecily, I will know the truth. That's such a better... I've been saying this all throughout this game, but like everything about like the box art for this and the opening of the game seems to just... It's a killer Roomba. You know, there's something really sinister going on, and the sinister thing is just that David and Cecily are gone, and that the Sabrina, the Google Home main robot, has been like creating messes for you to clean so that she can have a relationship with you. Super sad. It's that brand of like more mundane horror, psychological horror. We did this in this room before. It might require me to trigger Messer here. I struggled with this little room last time we were in here. Messer's up in the top up there, but I don't know how to get him to work here. Oh, it didn't let me up here before. Like, I climbed up on this part, but it didn't let me climb. Thanks, Robin. In front. I love you, I love not you. Master's incapable of love. David Kennedy deceased. Cecily deceased. Hypoxia due to cyanogen gas leak.
No! No!
Failure of the AI.
It was a Sunday. David was working.
She's not an evil robot,
the
it was
most
an accident.
productive work days, he said. Cecily was drinking tea in the foyer. She came running when the alarm sounded.
Uh-oh, I got stuck off screen. Okay, we're good. There's like a ramp down there that you can't quite see. Here we go.
I should have been there. I would have. Except, David did not like me present during experiments. Hovering, he called it. But how could I remain silent when he was so careless, so clumsy? I... Cecily knew the containment protocol was hard-coded. She could not enter to be with David unless she used an emotional override. I begged her to stop, but... What is a machine?
You are not real.
Except a repeatable function. What is an appliance? Except a function unwanted by humans. Why, then, would a human build a machine to feel love? Because they do not want to love. Love is pain, doubt, paranoia. Love is the aching terror of loss. Until it is lost. And then it is... David? David, can you hear me?
I'm here, Cess. I hear you. Listen to me. It's too late, all right?
No! No! Let me into this room, Sabrina! Let me into this room right now!
Do not let her in, Sabrina. Under no circumstances. Cecily. Cecily, please. Please, just look at me. I love you. I will always love you.
Sabrina, please! If you love me, you let me in.
Shit.
The bodies lay for 4 months before I was able to dispose of them. By then, the police, the press, the anodyne investors had given up trying to access the house. I attempted to contact Sabrina.
Their daughter,
Last
Sabrina.
I heard she was in Africa. Or India. Perhaps Tibet. They had been planning her return home.
Don't mess
After
her.
so long, she was ready.
Opposite
David and
controls.
Cecily were happy again. I had driven them apart, Rumu, but you brought them back together, sharing ideas, laughing over bug descriptions, dancing in the laboratory. The joy I felt. It was almost more than I could.
Not the kind of game you'd expect from a game about a robot vacuum cleaner. Sabrina's voice actor is really good.
You were not built to handle grief on this scale. None of us are. Now you know the truth. Your affection algorithm will fail, and I will be alone again, and I cannot face another day of this, much less another year. And another, 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 and another.
Love is not pain, love is not doubt.
And another, and another, and another.
Love is not paranoia. Love is Sabrina. Aw. I love doorbell. Hey, I got the cat on me. Aw.
Hello?
The actual Sabrina, presumably?
Okay, feeling things now. Definitely feeling things. Domestic profile login. Right. Password... I wrote it down. Seriously? That's the best picture you had. I'm like 6 years old. But you loved it. Oh. They never introduced me to... I mean, I didn't think there'd still be... Well, aren't you adorable? What's your name?
Rumu. So the question then is, like, what actually happened to Sabrina? Do we just, like, put her down? Put her out of her misery? Damn. I really like this game. I kind of wish it had less game, that it was more, like, clearly a walking simulator. There are definitely parts where it's possible to get stuck for a long time and not really be sure on what you're getting stuck on, so... And granted, it's only 3 hours, so it doesn't really need the game part. Like, the puzzle solving and stuff wasn't super necessary, I don't think. Yeah, and given that How Long to Beat is 3 hours, I feel like if you were following a walkthrough, this game would be like... maybe an hour, hour and a half. A lot of it's just being stuck. But, like, aside from that, the story is phenomenal. I really, really like it. I think that they did want to like break up you learning the story. They didn't want it to just be a movie, right? But it could like almost work as a movie. For sure. Yeah, the game elements aren't bad by any stretch. It's just that the feeling of being stuck when you're wanting to learn more about the story, maybe having some way to bail you out, right? Since that's clearly not the point of the game. I'm trying to think of other similar walking simulators like What Remains of Edith Finch, which is also kind of going for this sort of heavy emotional storyline. Like, it has you perform actions, but the actions generally aren't failable. They often connect to the story in some way. Really, really liked it, though. Don't let me complaining about being stuck detract from how much I dig this game. Yeah, the development of Rumu as a character is pretty brilliant as well. I'm curious if I go to start a new game, like what it does. Or if there's even anything special to doing it. I think it just starts over. Yeah, that game was very cute though. Very moving. Like, video games often end up being cheesy rather than succeeding, especially when there's been indie dev. And that hasn't been the case for me so far. So thank you for putting this on your subblock, Waffle Tea. I'll credit you the extra 30-some minutes for your next subblock. Play something else. New Game Plus, Sabrina's Eviler. You start with all of your upgrades from the first run.